Most time when we talk about college, we're talking about a four-year program or a master's degree program. Today, I have the honor of talking about another kind of program, what we call short programs in the United States. It's another opportunity for students to come and study from their hometown. And I'm in the outdoor today, not in the studio, so if my lights look bad, I'm in the sunshine out here, just 13 miles outside of Washington, D.C. And I'm here with Peter. Peter's a native of Rwanda, and we know a lot about Rwanda because of its history. But Peter, could you tell us a little about the program that you attended here in the United States as a student?
It's a flight school program, and basically I worked on my private pilot license and my instrument rating and commercial certificate.
So basically, you came on a program that just taught you how to fly aircrafts. Flights. Peter, could you tell us a little bit of the program that you attended here in the United States?
It's a flight school, and the program is about flying planes and fly. You work to get your commercial certificate. So it's from the private certificate. You work on your private single engine, then you go to instrument rating, then you do your commercial so that you can earn money right while flying planes. Right.
So basically, it's like a skill trade program where you come, you learn how to fly planes, and you can go back to wherever you want, or you can get a job as a pilot.
Yes, that's right.
And how was the program? Could you tell us a little bit about the program?
It's an accelerated program because something that you have to learn in a really long time, over 4 years. It's compressed in those months, so you have to do accelerated intense studying and of aerodynamics and stuff, so that you can put it all together in those months, and at the end of it all you have your certificate, and it's worth it.
And the great thing about it, what I'm hearing, is that they did an accelerated program with you, so you can get to enjoy the luxury of flying plane in about half the time that the regular pilot goes to school. Right. But could you tell me a little of some of the people that participated in that program with you? What was the classroom structure made up of? Who are some of the students in that program?
It consisted of many students from all over the world. Some from Mexico, some from European countries, France, and all over. Some from Korea, Asian countries, and others from back home in Africa. There was one from Malawi and one from Zimbabwe that were my friends, so it was pretty international.
It's so good that we're having that, because I think you might have heard an overhead plane, because we're just outside of Washington, D.C., and we're halfway between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And this particular area is one of the busiest thoroughfares. We hear planes all the time because we have three of the biggest airports within the area here. We have the BWI Marshall, we have the Ronald Reagan National Airport in DC, and then we have right in Virginia there, we have the Dulles International Airport. But can you tell me, what was the cost for your program, and how were you able to manage that coming from a country like Rwanda?
The total cost of my program plus my daily expenses and everything, it counted to $80,000.
$80,000. But how much did it cost you to attend that program?
It cost me nothing to get into that program because I got a scholarship for that.
And the good thing about having a scholarship is that it frees your family of having to provide all of the financial responsibility for you. If your family had to find all of the money, would they have been able to do that from where they are?
Not really. I don't think so. It would be really hard for them. Yeah, because it's a lot of money.
And how did you go about finding the scholarship, or how were you able to get through the scholarship process to end up coming to the United States? Was it a difficult process, or was it an easy process? How did you manage that?
It wasn't that difficult. I got to be included in the program because I was a good student, so that's how I managed to get my scholarship.
So basically, you're saying that you had knowledge of the program and you went through the application process and you were included in the counting of students, and you were able to get a scholarship that awarded you in excess of $80,000 so that you could come and study here in the United States. How many people know of these kinds of programs and know of scholarships of these sorts?
Very few, because it takes you have to look into the scholarships around, because there are very many scholarships around. So it takes you have to take your time, go online, surf whatever program that is there, and I mean, there's a lot of programs and grants for students.
And after you learned about this program and after you were able to get through the scholarship application process and finally getting yourself into the school, how were you able to select the school? Were there other programs that you could have chosen, or was that a school that was recommended to you? What were the advantages here?
The school was recommended by my friend, and it's a good school because you're from there. They connect you to an airline, and straight away you start working, which is good. And so I like the school, so I went for it.
Would you recommend the school or the program to other students who are wanting to come and study in the United States so that they can find scholarships and they can find ways to attend school, even if it's not a 4-year institution, but an accelerated program that gives them a certificate?
Yes, I recommend it. It's not particularly the school, but they can join the same program, and it's beneficial at the end, because once you start flying, you keep building hours. The more hours you have in the air, the more money you get, and you get enough support to support yourself and your family and wherever you are.
I know you've studied a little about aerodynamics and the whole air traffic industry. What's the average salary that a pilot or starting out pilot, a private pilot or commercial pilot, what are the average starting salary that they can actually earn?
The average salary is around 35 to 40, and it goes on increasing. The more years, it can go to 100, and it's different. With chartered planes, you can start with 50 even, so it's quite a good salary for.
So you can start actually at about half your tuition with your first year of work. So you're saying, the tuition is $80,000, but once you're hired by a chartered airline or a chartered company, you can start out working for $50,000.
That's right.
And after learning all of this, how do you see yourself being able to help others to learn of these kinds of programs so that they can know that these things are available in the United States?
Can you repeat the question again?
How would you want it to share with others about these kinds of programs so that they can know of these opportunities that exist in the United States?
They should go check out for schools in the United States. Don't be afraid of themselves. Get a school. Look for scholarships. There are a lot of scholarships and grants. Go for it, and you get in school and finish and start working. And
That's so good, because one of the biggest thing that I found is that whenever you talk to people about scholarships that are available, they have this mental block that I don't think that is for me. I don't think I can qualify. I don't think my GPA is gonna matter. Did you have to go through the whole GPA process, etc., to get into flight school, or was it based on other requirements? What were some of the qualifications you had to produce?
I had to produce my high school certificates, and if you attend some of my college points, because that's if you attended college. So both are required, or you can only give your high school certificate. It's fine, and that's basically it.
So basically, it's not one of those rigorous programs in which you have to get a lot of GPA, a lot of prerequisites, basically your high school certificate. And if you have some college credits, that can work. But if you don't, it still doesn't matter. But getting into the program is not as difficult as some of the other institutions.
That's right. And it's also good to have the English proficiency. Maybe you can take the SAT before you get in and come and join the school.
Thank you so much, Peter. You've been of so great help to us, telling us a little about some of the short programs that people can enjoy here in the United States. I wanted people to know that our goal is to educate others about some of the opportunities they can enjoy as an international student here in the US. And these programs are always out there, and all they have to do is know what programs to apply for. And once you know what program to apply for, you can succeed. Peter, I once again wanted to thank you so much for joining us here, and I look forward to continue talking with you.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty. Thank you again. You're looking at the International Student Success Program, where we teach people ways in which they can understand the international student process. I'm Nigel Williamson signing off saying have a great day.